Good morning from Radius in Hamilton. We have Chelsea, the GM here, a great staff. We're going to spend some time, take a little tour, and talk about all things local, right?
Yes, it is who we are. We love local, both here in Hamilton and our location in Burlington. We also have 2 golf courses, one in Binbrook,
Wow.
one in Niagara. So we're all over the place in our community.
You're busy.
We sure are.
This is a great location, Hess Street. Tell us about this one in particular.
Yeah, so we decided to invest in our community and make the big move to Hess last June, and it's been amazing. Through the winter season, we worked with all of the other businesses in this area to build up the Christmas market, which was awesome.
Wow.
And we look forward to an amazing 2025 and beyond.
I love the ambiance in here. Can you take us for a little walkthrough?
Yes, what I love about this location is we have the 2 different floors, so we can have lots of different things going on at the same time. We're about to head up to our Halo Loft,
Oh, wow.
where we do a lot of celebrations, weddings,
Really?
baby showers, baptisms, birthdays. We just love to bring people together.
And if somebody was interested in doing that, would they just contact you and they would let you know what they're looking
at
for?
radius.ca.
Okay.
We'd love to.
And
chat
this is
with
the
everyone.
space. It's beautiful. It's very bright and open.
Bright open. We can fit up to 50 people up here.
Wow, 50 people. And what about your menu? What's that like?
There's lots going on in our menu. We're actually really excited to dive into something new for the winter season. We have a campaign on, it's called Eat, Play, and Love.
Yeah.
All 3 things that we're really focused on as a business. And we wanted to give people new things to do in January. This time is a lot about restriction and new goals. A lot of people choose to stay home and not socialize, but at Radius, you don't have to choose. You can do both. You can, hit all of your goals and focus on wellness without having to give up the socializing or being with people.
Well, it's really great because not only are you thinking of just feeding people and giving them some drinks, you're thinking about their wellness. And like you said, in the winter especially, right? The winter blues are really kicking in after the holiday season. It's just you kind of go downhill. It's dark, but no, it's fantastic. So we're going to spend some more time with you and talk a little bit more about all of your great adventures here at Radius in Hamilton on Hess Street. We'll be back on Morning Live. Meet Chef George of Radius, Hess Street in Hamilton. Good morning, George.
Good morning, how are you?
Well, thanks for having us behind the scenes now where the magic happens, right?
My pleasure, my pleasure.
So tell us about your menu, what's happening here. We have Jordan. What's he making right now?
Right now, basically, so our menu now, we're kind of leading into January, really focusing on health and well-being and kind of just recharging after the crazy holidays. So I think right now our bodies are just really
Heavy?
needing some nutrients and just
True.
trying to refuel and recharge.
We've
and get
had
ready
too
for the
much
season.
junk food, right, George?
Oh man, it's all part of life, right? It's all in moderation. So let's gear it up again with some.
So is that a salad?
Yep,
Speaking
definitely.
of healthier foods, can you tell us about this salad? And I take it it's one of your items on your menu.
Yep, so we got our winter halloumi salad here. So lots of good stuff happening here. We have some shaved Brussels sprouts, some roasted sweet potatoes, some Granny Smith apples.
Sweet potatoes in the salad?
Definitely, yeah.
Wow.
We roast them off, brings in like a lot of sweetness to it. And just like a superfood that's just great for gut health, reduces inflammation, improves brain function, and really helps our brains as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and we also we use a caramelized honey there from a local partner from Backed by Bees, a little Burlington company, to just really tie in with our local theme and always try to use local products whenever
That's
possible.
fantastic. Yeah, local farmers, local suppliers. Do you have a favorite item on the menu?
Right now I'm loving the burrata. We do a burrata with like a caramelized honey and Calabrian chilies and some fried artichokes. I love cheese and I love smearing bread into gooey cheeses, and that's probably one of my favorite go-to.
How do you come up with all these concoctions?
That's a great question. I always get those questions, but You know what? Sometimes I visualize the dish. I think about balances of sweet and spicy and savory, and it just becomes an organic process of just trial and testing, working with the team, getting lots of input, and it just sort of happens organically. There isn't really a formula. Sometimes it comes quickly, and sometimes it's a little bit of brainstorming and trial and testing.
And do you do it seasonally? Is that when you change up your menu? Because you said this is about winter wellness. So will there be a different menu in the spring and summer? Or how does that
Absolutely.
work?
I mean, spring and summer when the vegetables really start to shine, and
Nice.
that's really an exciting time for chefs to really create. And yeah, so we'll definitely focus on all of our seasonal ingredients then.
And desserts are very important. Oh, okay. I see he's finished that over there before we get to the desserts. Is that part of the salad or what?
So this is basically a staple from Radius since the beginning. Our
my.
goat cheese spring rolls.
Oh, that looks good.
Crowd favorite, will always be on the menu. It's a staple. It can't always be all about salads through January.
Right.
Sometimes we gotta indulge a little
Or
bit.
both, right? To do the salad with that.
Sure,
that
why
would be
not?
perfect. And then let's finish off with the desserts, which are 2 little samples here, right? These
Definitely.
little cakes, or
Yeah.
what's going on
So we
here?
just got a dairy-free and gluten-free. It's like a little fudgy brownie type chocolate
And
cake.
it's gluten-free.
Gluten-free
Wow.
and dairy-free, absolutely.
So nice. And then a little...
And then, of course, Valentine's Day is just around the corner, believe it or not. So we've come up with a little cake with buttercream topping on it.
It looks really nice. Okay, well, thank you so much, George. Jordan, making everything happen here in the kitchen of Radius on Hess Street in Hamilton. We'll be back. A whole lot more to come. Hey, we're hanging out at Radius on Hess Street in Hamilton. We're going to introduce Ryan, Director of Hospitality.
Yes.
That's a really great role to have.
It's a fabulous role, one I love to embody, and really that's what we're going for here in terms of the essence and aura of what we do at Radius.
You're taking care of everybody.
Yes, taking care of people and just extending them hospitality and creating great moments for people.
All right, well, let's
Yes.
create a moment right now,
Yeah,
Ryan.
wonderful, absolutely. So imagine you're walking into the Radius for the very first time, or perhaps you've been here before. You have music playing in the background. You're walking into a beautiful aesthetic atmosphere.
It is
There's
beautiful.
people. It's bustling.
Okay.
And you're just here to have a great time.
Yeah.
So you walk into Radius. You grab hold of one of our beverage menus that will be on your table for you when you're here. You're looking through, you can see these beautiful cocktails that we have here, some classics, some house cocktails, as well as a beautiful wine list that we've created. One of the wonderful programs that we have here, we actually call Radius Roulette.
Oh.
So what does that mean? So you're looking at this, you're like, oh, there's so many great
So
options.
many, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to choose. So this is where you can actually put your decision in our bartender's hands. So you're having a conversation, you're having dialogue, they're asking kind of what spirits they like, and it really opens up the world of cocktails to you. So whether you want a classic, a modern classic, or perhaps a test cocktail that our bartenders are making.
So you would just talk and tell them what you might like,
You
or
got
they
it.
would make suggestions?
You got it. So you would tell them what you like.
Okay.
They either might make a suggestion, or you just give them the power, and they'll create a cocktail specifically for you.
And what if you
Yes.
don't like it, Ryan?
If you don't like it, again, we are in the business of hospitality. So anytime if someone is not liking something they're
Yeah.
drinking and or eating, of course we would want you to tell us,
Yeah.
and we'll be
Try
happy to
again.
make you a new cocktail, or even food for that matter.
Well,
So,
that's nice. And
wonderful.
I mean, if you're asking the customer what they think they like, you're
Right.
probably going to get it right.
Exactly, yeah, and then that's ultimately what you want to do. You want to be having a conversation to really understand your preferences, what you like, and we're going to curate an experience for you
Yeah.
that will be sure to hit. So,
What are these two right
these
here?
are some
They're
of our
beautiful.
wonderful cocktails that we have here. So, fan favorite is our espresso martini. Very much the trend right now across the beverage world.
Wow.
This is fabulous. We have our own little twist on it that I'll say is proprietary. Some IP there,
Yeah.
but it is quite delicious. And then we have our Love Bites here as well, which can either be made as a mocktail, or we can splash some ABV in there as well for you.
Do you have a favorite, Ryan?
Yes. Do I have a favorite?
Yes. What's your favorite?
Oh goodness! Of our bunch of cocktails, I would have to say right now my favorite is a sugar plum sour. We call it.
Oh.
So it was again winter theme. What we have in there is some gin, some lemon juice, some plum soju, which is sort of a Japanese liqueur
Nice.
that we have, as well as some egg white. So it's just slightly sweet. Those beautiful botanicals of gin. and just a wonderful cocktail for the season, and a fan favorite, of course. Yes.
And what would you say for somebody who doesn't really experience this a lot? What is the difference from having a beer or a glass of wine to a cocktail?
Yeah, I think, cocktails are very, I would say, nostalgic, and they've been around at this point for hundreds of years. Right? So there's, lots of history in cocktails, and then we have these modern cocktails that we're playing at. So, if you're a flavor, let's call it flavor junkie, it really opens up the world of, flavors to you and something new. Or you can just have something classic like a Manhattan that you'd rather enjoy. Another great program that we have here, we have this wonderful partnership with a company called Barbette. So right now in the beverage business, as we know, there are lots of people that either themselves are trying to go like low ABV, so low alcohol, or actually none at all.
Right.
So Barbette is a Canadian-based company. So what they did, they were really inspired to make a product that you could either enjoy on its own or enjoy mixing with alcohol as well. So we have this there, great story.
Flavored?
Yes, flavors. This is our wild card here.
So
there's
flavored.
lavender.
Tastes good.
There's multiple
There's
flavors.
lavender?
Yes, there's
Wow.
lavender there. So there are multiple that you can choose from. So, anyways, great programs. We have our Wine and Sax Wednesdays that we have here. So live saxophone. We have what we call our Greatest Hits Thursdays. So your 70s, 80s, 90s
What's
genre.
going on?
So really just creating vibe dining for people to come in, enjoy themselves, have a great time, and to leave with memories.
Well, I'm sure watching this now, seeing these great cocktails, meeting Ryan and the great staff here, you're going to want to come in. Hess Street, this is Radius, and okay, we're going to have a little sip. Here we go, Luke and I, cheers. Well, who knew? Golfing. Chelsea's golfing, and we can golf at Radius on Hess Street in Hamilton. And Oliver, you are the director of golf, so I guess you're the guy we need to be talking to right now.
I'm the guy to teach you how to putt.
Can you tell us about the relationship between golfing and Radius?
Yeah, so I work at Southbrook Golf Club, and we are in the same ownership group as Radius here. So we do have a correlation there. What I do there is I'm director of golf, but I also give golf lessons. So I'm taking my expertise over to Radius in the winter as part of our Eat, Play, Love at Radius. So I'm hosting a happy hour putting session.
Happy hour
putting session on February 21st.
So tell us, how will that work?
Well, this putting mat that you see right here, I'll have a few of those there, and I'll just kind of go over some drills that people can do throughout the winter to keep their golf game alive. Golf has become a 12-year-round or 12-month-round sport in Canada now with all these indoor golf places, right? So there's different solutions like this that people can do, every day just to kind of keep their game going through the winter.
And happy hour, so people are having a drink or two.
Having a drink, learning how to putt. Golf's a very social sport. So we're bringing outdoor into indoor for golf in the winter.
And it's nice in the winter because you can't golf.
Exactly, it's something to do. Even if you are going to a simulator, still a way to keep active, right? This is more sitting around practicing the little putts, which is still very important, but it is still a great way to keep active in the winter. Yeah.
Is it a drop-in, or do people have to reserve it? How does it work?
It's reserved, so it's $45. Like I said, February 21st.
Oh, that's not
so
bad.
Yeah, you can come, have something to eat, a few drinks, and
just reserve it online.
Learn how to putt. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
very nice.
Yeah, I'll give a few putting lessons, maybe throw in a few other tips here and there. Should be good.
Well, I like that. The eat, what is it?
Eat, Play, Love.
Eat, Play, and Love.
So we have a few other sessions going on. We have a style lunch and learn. So we're hosting like a style session with Joelle by Ali's, who is our neighbor on Radius on Brent.
Wow, nice.
And we're also hosting a winter salad love session hosted by Chelsea, who you met earlier, and also Ashley Hoare, who is the creator of our charred core and chickpea salad at Radius, which isn't on the menu, but it's coming back in the summer.
I have been hearing good things about it. Everyone's saying it's really good.
Probably our most famous salad that we've had. So it's coming back.
Have you had it?
I have had it, and it is one of my favorites.
It's good. You'll
really
give it
good.
your thumbs up?
Thumbs up. Yes, thumbs up from the Golf Pro.
All right, thumbs up from the Golf Pro and everyone here at Radius. I just love how they're making the experience of dining and drinking a wellness thing to do, a healthy lifestyle, getting out, winter blues. Come on down to Radius. Do you want to putt us out?
I can do
as
one
we
putt.
Throw back to the studio.
Yeah,
You're a
for
Golf
sure.
Pro here. No pressure at all.
There's a lot of
I know
pressure.
you're going to make it look easy for us.
Lot
And
of pressure
thanks
on
again
this
to everyone
one.
here at Radius. It's been a wonderful time. And if you want to have a wonderful time, head on in and try it out yourself. Good try, Oliver. We know
Thank
you can do it.
Next time. You'll see on the 21st.